Boys and Girls Club of Lake County has been around now for 20 years. Founded in 2000, it was originally started as a small youth center in Waukegan, but shortly after was incorporated into the Boys and Girls Club of America national network of Boys and Girls Club. Our organization is actually the largest youth-serving organization in all of Lake County, outside of schools and park districts, but we primarily focus in Waukegan and North Chicago, where all of our sites are currently located. The mission of Boys and Girls Club of Lake County is to inspire all young people, especially those who need us the most, to fulfill their potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. Boys and Girls Club of Lake County envisions a future in which all youth of Lake County can dream big, achieve their goals, and contribute to a healthy and prosperous community.
So we're here at Boys and Girls Club of Lake County Learn 6, and we are just starting our day.
I'm a teacher here at Learn 6, and I see these guys all day long. So it means so much to me when I see them in the hallways. Hi, Miss Helen. So they're supposed to be at level 0 in the hallway, but when they see me, everybody break. Hi, Miss Helen. I'm like, shh, shh, shh. So, just being a positive leader to them, just checking in with them. A lot of them, I know their families, because I make sure I, interact with the families and communicate with the parents, and not only for the bad, but also the good. So
the revolution's already begun. Just my imagination. Dreaming go further.
At the end of the day, no more best friends. We get to go to the gym, have some fun. So my dad is named Mario. But we're also cool. What's your ghost puppet for that?
Why is it important to have a Boys and Girls Club?
Because our parents can't stay at the work and don't lose their job.
My favorite part of being a Boys and Girls Club is obviously seeing the growth of these students. The teens sometimes need that extra support or that extra help in whatever resources or things they have in school, and it's good to be a part of their growth and help them succeed in school and do what they need to do. So it's obviously very important for us to be here.
I love my job. What's my favorite part about my job? The kids. If I'm ever having a bad day, all I gotta do is walk into a classroom and the kids will run up or they'll scream, Miss Alexis, how are you? And things like that. And just telling me about how their day was at school without me even needing to ask. Boys and Girls Club is like their safe space. Nobody really knows what you're going through at home. I think that having somebody that they feel comfortable with, opening up to and talking to, is helpful, like mentally,
The kids in our community are facing a variety of different factors that make it difficult for them to succeed or challenge them. And the club is here in order to help break down those barriers and also build capacity in the youth to be able to overcome and manage challenges just like everybody would have to in their life.
A lot of the resources that I have helped our families find is mental health services, therapy, and counseling. I've also assisted some families with housing, trying to find a stable housing. That's definitely a big issue that families in our community face. I also do insurance screenings for all of our youths. As adults, COVID, really impacted our mental health, and you can only imagine how that were to impact a youth, right, who's still growing up, who's still developing, and to have, normal experiences be taken away from you. They don't know how to express their emotions properly. One of my younger youth that I work with, we play with the toys, and so he will act out things with the toys and we'll create stories, and that kind of gives me an insight to what's going on in his mind without directly asking questions. I try to interact with the parents as much as I can, and she told me he had a bad day once, and I told her about it, how he behaved, but she said it was a big improvement. Every time he sees me, he wants to give me a hug, and he recently told me, Miss Karina, I love you. And that made my heart so warm, and it made me feel like that what I'm doing is making an impact on these kids.
The club is like an oasis, right, for kids in our neighborhood, and in every neighborhood where we have a Boys and Girls Club, it's a safe place where kids can come after school and be exposed to positive adults.
Now that we have our strategic plan in place, we have clarity on what our priorities are going forward. We want to expand our programming, we want to deepen it. It should be responsive to the post-COVID-19 conditions, but also we know that we want to dig in deeper on teen programming, which is what we're doing right now in year one of the strategic plan is opening up additional teen sites that are specific to meeting the needs of youth in middle school and high school, whether it be college and career readiness, it might be mental health, social emotional, but also just, again, having that safe place where young people can come together. It's a critical and exciting time here at the Boys and Girls Club of Lake County. We've been planning, we've been strategizing, we've been working really hard to create this ambitious vision for what we want to be as an organization and what we want for the kids in our community, because every kid in our community deserves a bright future. Today is your opportunity to be a part of this movement, to be a part of this village around these kids that's going to support them in dreaming big, achieving those dreams, and making an impact on their own community.
We're doing everything that we can on our end to make sure that we have the best possible programs and that we have the best possible staff, and that, you know, and that our kids are getting the highest quality programming. Like on our end, that's as far as we can go, but we're limited by our budget.
I didn't need to get on a plane and travel to a third world country to go try to be an impact and be an influence to kids that needed us and families that were struggling. I realized that those families were in my backyard. And I think that the most important thing right here, we got a club that you could come in, is tangible. You could see the kids day to day, and then you could see where your investment is going.
Join us today in supporting the bright futures of the youth of Boys and Girls Club of Lake County.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're the best!
Thank you very much.